My children, you must have known it. What I told you in the previous class. Yes? Did you remember? A statement sentence always ends with a full stop. Yes? And this sentence always starts with a subject. First of all, we may say, he works hard. Please remember this sentence. He works hard. In this sentence, he is the subject, works is the verb, and hard is an adverb. Right? This sentence starts with he is the subject. You have already known it, okay? And it ends with a full stop. Right? Then he works hard is an assertive sentence, or is a statement sentence, or is a simple sentence, whatever you know. There are many names, okay? Means statement sentence means I in the previous class told you that the sentence that states about something, describes something, describes things, or declares thing is called statement sentence. That may be negative or affirmative, both. Right? For example, we say, Sita did not clean the room. This is a negative sentence. Still, it starts with a subject and ends with a full stop. Therefore, this sentence comes under statement 1. Okay. In the previous class, we also talked about the other types of sentences. Just say, what were they? Do you remember? Yes. The second we discussed yesterday was the command sentence or imperative sentence. For example, here, help your parents. Help your parents. This is a command sentence. Then you must get some kind of idea how the command sentence is different from statement sentence. Right? Just study deeply and find out the difference. Okay? Command sentence starts from verb 1. If it is affirmative, if it is negative, it starts from don't. Right? Yes. This is command sentence. Next one, in the third number, we discussed about the interrogative sentence. Under interrogative, there are two types. One is WH question, another is S no question. Do you remember or not? WH question starts from interrogative pronoun or WH word, ends with a question mark. For example, here, when do you come? This is a WH question. Under interrogative, there is another type. That is what? S no question. S no question always starts from helping verb. For example, here, are you a student? This is S no question. And other two I introduced in the previous class were, see, exclamatory sentence. Hooray! We have won the match. An optative sentence, may you be safe and happy, means statement sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and optative sentence. Altogether, there are 5 types of sentences. And my dear students, you must be ready to learn some procedures, to change direct into indirect one. That we are going to study. Which subject today? Which sentence? As statement sentence. Okay. Before, going to the topic, before, see there, hitting the ball, I want to remind you that in reported speech, let's say in narration, there are 2 parts. In the previous class, I made you clear that first part is reporting verb. For example, here, Ram said to Sita. Ram said to Sita is the reporting verb. In this reporting verb is said, no doubt, right? Then who said? Ram said. To whom? Sita. Means Ram is the subject of the reporting verb and Sita is the object of the reporting verb, right? Then next part of narration is the reported speech. You know very well, Reported speech means what? The real words, the real utterance of the speaker, which is kept inside the quotation marks. Do you understand or not? Do you remember or not? For example, here, Ram said to Sita, I will phone you tomorrow. I will phone you tomorrow is the real speech of Ram. That you have to understand. Therefore, I will phone you tomorrow is the reported is the speech of Ram. Now our job is to change this speech into indirect one. How to change? In the previous class we have discussed about the certain processes to be followed for changing direct into indirect and vice versa. Right? Do you remember or not? See, first of all, you should know the idea of changing reporting verb. I had said there, said in indirect speech generally stays the same. Said. If we have said to, that becomes told. Right? Then if we have say, that becomes say. If we have say to, again that becomes tell. Right? Then says or says to, that becomes tells there. See, these were the procedures of changing reporting verb. Right? In the same way, for changing direct into indirect sentence, in the previous class, do you remember or not, I had focused on changing the pronoun as well. For example, here I request you to copy this sentence, please. Copy this sentence. Ram said to Sita, comma, start inverted comma, I will phone you tomorrow. Full stop, comma, close. Once again, Ram said to Sita, I will phone you tomorrow. Have you written or not? Okay, thank you. You have written. Okay. How to change this sentence into indirect? We discussed in the previous class, no doubt. But the students who were absent, who did not get chance to listen to me yesterday or in the previous class, please be attentive to me. Right? I'll try my best to make it clear. Okay. See here. Let's change. For changing, said to becomes what? Told. Yes. Then what happened? Ram told Sita. There is a comma between reporting verb and reported speech. Have you written or not? Yes. In indirect speech, omit the comma. Take the comma out. And in the place of comma, what should be supplied there? That. Right? Then what happens now? Ram told Sita that. Now, the turn comes, to change the pronoun. I. No? Pronoun should be changed. I want to make it clear that the pronouns which have been mentioned. Ram said to Sita, I'll phone you tomorrow. Then, what will be the indirect speech of that sentence? My dear students, please try your best, to change this sentence into indirect. Please, once try. Yes. What did you write? Ram told Sita. Yes. In the place of comma, you have supplied what? That. That. I means Ram. Ram means what? He. Then will became what? Would. Then what happens then? Ram told Sita that he would phone her the following day. He would phone her the following day. Have you done? Okay. In this way, we change the statement sentence into indirect speech. Once again, for changing statement sentence, we have to change the verb of reported speech. That I want to focus here now. Okay. Now listen. Reporting verb should be changed. I had already told you. Let's practice. My dear students, please be ready to write. I will read out the sentence very slowly. Please, in a very slow motion. See? Okay. Yes, sentence number A. Please write. Susan said, I am tired. In inverted comma, right there. Susan said, I am tired. Full stop, inverted comma, close. Right? Now, we have to change this sentence into indirect one. Please, try. The same type of sentence I will ask you to write again in number B. Pooja says, I am tired. Full stop, comma, close. You may be confused, my dear students, because the reported speech is the same. In number A, Susan said, I am tired. In number B, Pooja says, I am tired. Why did I mention same sort of sentences here? Just want to focus, want to draw your attention to find out the differences between these two sentences. How these two sentences are different. Please study these two sentences deeply. Did you get any differences? Please try your best. Okay. I request my students to change these two sentences into indirect speech. Please try. Yes. Yes. Fast doing. Then, what did you write? Okay. Yes. In number A, you may have written, Susan said that he was tired. Once again, check your answer. Okay. Susan said that he was tired. Then, what did you write in the second number? Pooja says, I am tired. How did you change the sentence? Yes, some of you might have changed the verb of reported speech. Okay, please just listen once. If you have written, Pooja says that she was tired. If you have written, that becomes wrong. This is wrong. Then you may be confused. Hey, why? In the previous sentence, while Susan said, Susan said that he was tired. That was right answer. But in the next sentence, she was tired. That's wrong. Did you find out any clue why the sentence is wrong? Okay, please listen. In the second sentence, we should not change the verb of reported speech. Please. For your convenience, I am telling you that please do not change the verb of reported speech in number B. Why? Hello? Yes, because in number B, the reporting verb is in present tense. Now, make an idea. Make an idea that if the reporting verb is in present tense, the main verb of reported speech should not be changed. Do you understand or not? If it is so, the complete sentence becomes what? Pooja says that she is tired. Not she was tired. she is tired. Right? And a few of his students, may claim that am has been changed into is. This is the changes of verb, you may say. But this is not the change of the verb here. This is not the change of tense here. Am is present and is also present. No change at all. Therefore, we have used here is because it agrees with she. Right? Therefore, we wrote this. Then my students, you have to make a decision. You have to make an idea that if the reporting verb is in present tense or in future tense, let's say, either in present or in future, the tense of reported verb, reported speech should not be changed. Okay, let's try the next sentence. Number C, please write. Prem says to Priya. Prem says to Priya, comma, I am from the run. What did he say? I am from the run. Number next, Gita will say to Hari. Gita will say to Hari, I have visited the zoo. Let's change these two sentences again. Hello. Please? Yes. Okay. What will be the sentence there? Prem says to becomes what? Tells. Prem tells Priya that I means Prem that he is from the run. Remember, we did not change the verb am into was here. You have to just know the reason why the verb is not changed. It is because of the fact that the reporting verb is in present tense. Okay. Let's try whether your next sentence is right or wrong. Please, what have you written? Gita will say to Hari, I have visited the zoo. What have you written there? Okay. Gita will tell Hari. In the place of say to tell. Gita will tell Hari that I means Gita. She has visited the zoo. Please. I have visited the zoo is present perfect. Then after the change of person occurs there, therefore the sentence is in the same form. She has visited the zoo. She has visited the zoo is also present perfect tense. Therefore, no change of tense. Did you understand or not? Okay. Now, you have to keep in your mind that if the reporting verb is in present or in future, the tense of reported speech should not be changed in indirect. Understand or not? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. I am, try to make you understand that if the reporting verb is in present, is in past, the tense of reported speech should be changed. Right? With example, I made you clear. Then if it is in present or future, again I told you that the verb should not be changed. Right? The tense should not be changed. We had done, lots. Okay. Now let's, again do next step there. Here again I will request you, or I am requesting you not to change the verb here. Let's try why. You should find out the reason, okay? Why we should not change it, okay? Let's see there. Number A, write again. Himal said, comma, Nepal lies, L-I-E-S, Nepal lies between India and China. Try to understand again. Himal said Nepal lies between India and China. Yes. Did you write? Okay. Then next sentence, write again, number B. Sabi said, comma, man is mortal. M-O-R-T-A-L, mortal. Man is mortal. Okay. Full stop, comma, close. Let's try these two sentences again. Yes. Number A. Himal said, reporting verb is in past. But what is there inside the quotation marks in reported speech? Nepal lies between India and China. What type of sentence is that? Yes, this is always true sentence. Therefore, you should not change it, okay? What will be the indirect speech? Please try. The indirect speech of the very sentence becomes, what it becomes? Yes, Himal said that Nepal lies, L-I-E-S, Nepal lies between India and China. We did not change the main verb of reported speech now. Why? Because this sentence comes under always true category. Right? Always true sentences, can't be changed. The tense of such sentences can't be changed into indirect speech. Did you remember or not? In the first phase, what I said? If we have present or future reporting verb, no change of tense. In the second stage, I am telling you that if there is always true in reported speech, again, you don't have to change this sentence. Okay, my dear students, how did you change the second sentence there? How did you change? Yes, Sabi said that man is mortal. Have you written words? Yes, not. Thank you. Because we should not change the verb here. Because of the fact that man is mortal is a universal truth. It is always true. Right? Mortal means death is guaranteed. That is true. Therefore, we keep the sentence as it is in the direct speech. No change at all. Okay. Now, you have to make an idea. You have to keep in your mind that in two situations, tenses of reported speech should not be changed. Okay? Then let's go to the next number. My dear students, again I request you to copy a sentence, to write a sentence. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Manish said, comma, Manish, M-A-N-I-S-H, said, comma, start inverted commas, I like cold drinks. Full stop. Comma close. Once again. Manish said, comma, I like cold drinks. Yes? Okay. Can you change this sentence? Certainly you can. But now, yes, how do you change? Listen. I like cold drinks is the habit of the speaker now, habit of Manish now. If there is habitual action in reported speech, generally tense is not changed in indirect one. Try to understand. For example, see, The indirect speech of the very sentence is Manish said that in the place of I like cold drinks. What happens then? Manish said that he likes cold drinks. I like cold drinks, that is simple present. Now here we have said he likes cold drinks. That is also simple present. We didn't change the category of the verb here. Just we make likes, just to agree the subject here. Like and likes, both of the verbs belong to simple present. Okay. We did not change these things. Now listen. For your further practice, please again try to write. Please ready to write. We'll do some other 4 sentences again. Okay. Number A. Janak said, I want to take tuition. Tuition is spelling Tuition. Okay. Janak said, I want to take tuition. Number B. Right? Saru says, I have a new pen. Right? Next one. Number C. Mohan said, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water, W-A-T-E-R, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Number D. Meera said, I don't like apples. Okay. How many sentences are there? 4. Right? I request my students, to change this sentence as soon as possible. Okay. Let's take one. The first sentence, what have you written? Hello? Have you written or not? Certainly you have. Right? Janak said that, what did you say? I want means Janak, right? He wanted to take tuition. The verb want has become wanted here, okay? Means we change the verb here. Okay. Let's go to the next one. What you have done, right? Saru says,